I guess I could do that. Or I could do something fun. Let's do something more fun. Let me see. Hold up. Now, let's do something more fun. Oh, perfect. This was me, actually. Unrelated to the image behind me, let's discuss my seizures. Alright, there we go. Perfect. It's good to be back! Good lord. So here's the deal, apparently, like, it's freaking, at this point, what is it, like a month ago? Maybe at this point? Yeah, like a month ago or so, it was Sunday, right? So it was like any other Sunday, and I guess I went to shower. I say I guess, because I don't even remember the shower at this point. I went to shower, got out the shower, went to the kitchen, and then just started, like, seizuring out. And apparently I had 4 seizures back to back. I'm just gonna come out and explain what happened, right? I'm sorry I didn't do, like, an introduction or anything. I'm not good at this stuff. But basically, that's what happened. I had 4 seizures back to back. 1 in the house, 1 in the ambulance, on the way. I actually got a little bit of consciousness, as they were putting me into the ambulance. And I can remember the guy telling me, like, do you remember your name? Do you know who you is? And I'm like, yeah. I'm OzDaMonke. And he was just like, you're not a monkey. Anyway, so I said my real name, but basically, I went to the I guess I had another seizure on the ambulance, because I don't remember the ride over there. Then I apparently had 2 more seizures in the hospital. At some point during the entire kerfuffle, I fractured my spine, so I'm on all kinds of painkillers right now. I'm all messed up. You know, thank goodness it didn't get any worse. It happened, like, it basically happened, well, I say thank goodness, right? But unfortunately, it happened right in front of, my 2 younger siblings. So they were effectively panicking and freaking out, but that made enough noise to where my parents were able to hear me, and they were able to contact the ambulance and get me to the hospital very quickly. So definitely a situation where I got incredibly lucky. It kind of sucks that I made the promise to myself and to all of you that I wasn't not gonna show my IRL self. But let's just say I came out very, very, very bruised, messed up. Like they had attempted to, like, get needles, like, into my veins and stuff, and had failed many times because I just kept seizuring out. I made it very difficult for them to get it to actually be able to, like, get the equipment on me. Without me, I didn't want to make it difficult, right? But that was just what happened. So thank you to everyone that reached out. Chaos, it made me aware of all the like, many people reached out to Chaos. Thank you for being, like, concerned. He actually asked me if he should, like, message back. I told him that I would put out a statement myself, so to not, like, message you all back. It's not that Chaos was being a jerk. There was more than a couple people that were messaging him, but I told him I would put out a statement myself. This is indeed, yes, Mr. Sam, this is the first time something like this has ever happened. I'm not, like, prone to this. I've never had a seizure before in my life. So, there's no real answer yet onto what caused it. I am currently on freaking Kepra. Like it's a very strong. Well, it's some generic brand for Kepra. But like I'm currently on seizure medication at least until we get the full on like. I'm actually already getting a headache. I can already tell. I'm already getting a headache. Anyways, I'm on Kepra, which is so basically it's like a very powerful seizure medication that makes you very sleepy. Unfortunately, so it's just been like super like I've either been asleep or at my desk nodding off, falling asleep, freaking like while trying to work on like something, anything, make a video. I edited everything I had and had like no more videos to put out, so I got like nothing. I got nothing to edit anymore, so I can't even put out reactions anymore. But I've been able to basically just like rest, just sleep, rest. I haven't been doing anything too crazy. I did go, like I have been able to like I got a cane because I have a fractured spine, so it's like it's a bit difficult to actually like walk around without losing my balance. On top of that, for some freaking reason, my left leg is completely like the entirety of my left leg is completely freaking numb. I think it has to do with the fracture of the spine, but like the entire freaking left leg is completely numb. Like it's like as if like imagine if you sat down on the toilet for too long and like you started to get the ants. Imagine that, but like 24/7. And if I sit down the wrong way or like if I lay down, it like gives me that sciatica pain. It like hurts. So like that's got that. I'm hoping that's not permanent. Uh, but we're gonna find out, right? They checked my blood work and they told me that I'm all good. I'm all like I'm okay. I'm fine. But they haven't like they scanned my brain. They put me inside of a giant tube and like scanned my brain and they scanned my back. So they're gonna check that out. Like let me know what's the deal with that. So I haven't gotten a response to that yet. I think this Friday. It's Wednesday today. This Friday I have a doctor's appointment and I think I'm gonna go find out. So I'm crossing my fingies that there's nothing in my brain, like nothing wrong with my brain. That's the only other like scary part, right? If there's something going on in my brain, I'm hoping that it was just dehydration. I happened to wake up that morning incredibly sweaty, like I had been just sweating the whole night. I don't like maybe a little bit too much information, but I had the Hershey squirts like for a day or two beforehand. So I definitely was dehydrated. So maybe that's what it was. I'm kind of hoping that's what it was because that means that there's nothing else wrong, anything further wrong. But you never freaking know with these situations. So definitely scary. And even if it, you know, but also technically, this is gonna get a little bit too personal. I don't like getting too personal with this stuff because it kind of ruins the magic, so to speak. But I take anxiety and depression medication because I do have major depression, not major, recurring major depressive disorder. Basically, it just means that if I don't take medication, my depression will come back. And even though when I'm on medication, I'm a super happy, chill, fun guy. If I'm not on it, I get super freaking down. Like I'm super down, like real bad, like real bad. And it's just medical at this point. It's not like it don't matter. I've tried. I'm freaking 29 years old. I've tried my whole life to just like not do it without the medication. Trust me, it's day and night with and without the medication. So there, you know, it's not like it's just but the point being is that I actually need it. For some reason, I don't even know exactly why we ended up doing this, but my psychiatrist decided to double my dosage. And specifically on that depression medication, it's been said this is like totally Google, like just paranoia induced Google searching. Supposedly, that specific depression medication can have a side effect of seizures if the dosage is too high. So maybe that was the case. It was the first time we'd ever done that dosage. So in the meantime, they reduced me back down. Hopefully, that's all it was. You know, who knows? but it's either the medication or it was dehydration. What I can say for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, is that I woke up and my entire bed was drenched, like completely drenched. My back was drenched. My shirt, I had to take my shirt off from how drenched it was. Trust I was sweating like crazy, and I definitely was. I was Hershey squirting that toilet crazy. Like I was painting the walls of that porcelain throne, bro. Like it was that. Like it definitely wasn't. Like I was definitely dehydrated for sure. Was the kitchen cold when you got there after taking a shower? I mean, potentially, it definitely was because there's an AC in the kitchen. But I normally like to take colder showers, if I'm being completely honest. I like warm showers, but I like to start my showers warm and then slowly drop the temperature and like end it with a cold shower. Don't ask me why. That's just how I am. So maybe that could be it too. Maybe it was just the perfect combination of all three things at once. You know, like it could be none of them, it could be all of them, it could be any one of them. I don't freaking know. All I know is I'm still freaking here. You can't get rid of me that easy. Alright, so there you go. I'm gonna chop this up and put this out. To anybody out there that genuinely has like seizures on the daily, that is freaking scary. That is the most terrifying thing ever. I genuinely mean no offense by the image I have behind me, but good lord, let me try to laugh about it, right? Because I have a new fear in my life now. Like the thing is, I already had freaking A. I'm like really gonna tell y'all my personal stuff today. I have PTSD. I'm like the perfect combination of every freaking medical at this point. I have PTSD because as a child I went through a very traumatic experience. I won't get it too far into it, but let's just say I lost a part of my body, like a limb. Nothing too significant, but to that extent, when I was a child, at the age of like 6, the only time I would wake up, when they took me to the hospital, basically, they only ever like took me out of like a drug-induced coma, effectively, whenever they would give me injections, like shots, or whenever they like would need to use surgical scalpels. So I have trauma for needles. I don't like needles. I hate needles, like big time. But I'm totally fine with like going to get my blood drawn. Like I'm a freaking adult. You get what I'm saying? Like I go. Just don't show me the needle. I don't want to freaking look at it. Like that's all it is. Just don't freaking I don't want to look at the freaking needle. Like what? Like I could like dead ass if the needle's in my freaking vein, I can look at it. I can stare at it. It's totally fine. I don't want to look at the needle before it goes in the skin. You get me? I don't want to see it. I don't know why. It's awkward. It's weird, and like and like it doesn't really affect my day-to-day life beyond like I guess scary movies and scary games. Needles are like yeah. But then other than that, really, it's just like whenever I go to get blood drawn, my veins hide. Like they hide. Like it's so like I think one time a nurse had to stab me 14 times, just on my right arm, just to get a vein, bro, to draw blood. And I have PTSD for needles, bro. My worst nightmare. But because of my PTSD, you see, the freaking vein hides because I get nervous. Anyway, I hate it. I hate my life is just a freaking I don't know. But the point being, it used to be like, don't show it to me. I'm just gonna look this way. You do your thing, and then when the needle's in, well, we're fine. Now I actively my legs start shaking, like just from because you have to understand they like when I finally woke up like in the hospital and they were like they went through the whole like thing of like, do you know your name, do you know your age, are you okay, they actually like when I woke up I was strapped down. By the way, they had me strapped, like my arms and my legs were all strapped together because I guess I kept like while they had needles and stuff in me, I just kept like freaking like moving around and like going crazy. uh uh so like I had like basically they had me like all strapped down. So I was like all kinds of like bloodied and scratched up and like poked. So I guess like even though I mentally I'm just like I'm fine, I'm okay. Like when I actually had to go get blood drawn to like get checked up for this situation, like my legs wouldn't stop shaking. I'm like okay, I'm like trying really hard to freaking like keep them from shaking, and then good lord, it did not want to chill. So that's gotten worse. which is, it was already a problem before. It's just now it's a little bit worse. But you know, it is what it is. But there's a new fear now of like, because it wasn't like okay, yeah, sure. I woke up with my shirt all kinds of drenched and like sweaty as all get out, and you know, it was definitely like one of those, like I was definitely dehydrated. I had, you know, the bathroom issues, but like, besides being like, oh, I guess it was a hot night. Besides being like, I got the bad tummy rumblies. I better like get some fiber in me, or I better avoid greasy foods. You know, it wasn't like anything like specifically where I was like, whoa, I think I'm about to, I smell toast. None of that, like none of that BS from the movies. I just suddenly woke up getting carted into an ambulance. I don't even remember showering anymore at this point. I just remember that I woke up and the whole family was telling me, "Yo, get ready, cause we're gonna go to church at like 2 o'clock." And I was like, "All right, I gotta go get changed." And I don't know if I, at some point, I guess while I was going to get changed, I made the decision like, "Oh, I better shower." Right? Because I didn't shower in the morning and I didn't shower the night previously, so I guess I mentally was like, I gotta go shower, and like my memory just sort of goes hazy from there. I don't like, I'm gone. I remember being carted specifically like when they push you in the cart into the ambulance, and the guy asking me my name and like my birthday and stuff, and like what day it was, uh but then I sort of like go out again, like lights out, completely lights out. There's no like slowly but surely. There's no like it took a couple seconds. There's no like a minute. It was just completely lights out. Like I don't like, that's what it's what I imagine a boxer goes through whenever they get like punched in the face and they just like go down and they don't even remember. That's what I imagine. You gotta have a companion with you for something. No, dude, no, trust me. Like nobody in my family has left me alone whatsoever. I have not been alone at all. Like nobody has allowed me to be alone. Like even now, it like that I'm streaming right now in this instance. Everyone, my whole family knows I'm streaming. There's probably some family in the chat, and there's a door open so they can hear me yelling and screaming. You get me? Even though technically I'm like in a whole separate situation over here, they can hear me from where they're at. So there's always constantly gonna be something, and even then, I'm gonna be real with you. With the medication I took, I doubt I'm gonna be able to last for very long. I already got a headache, and I've only been streaming for half an hour, literally 31 minutes. Hey, I'll play monkey. So like flat out, I guarantee, like I like it's not even like I'm gonna start streaming. I'm not gonna come back and like we're going back to, like, I'm sorry y'all, but the 9-hour streams, they're not gonna be coming back for a while. I want to continue the 9-hour streams. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to Kick. Like, let me get one of. I see you giving everybody these like really cool contracts. Like, what's up? Like, let me get one of those contracts. Like, I'm not even asking for a lot of money. I don't need that much money. Like, I'll take minimum wage. Like, ow, you get what I'm saying? But like, what's up? Like, let me get like I do 9 hours a day. You feel me? Like, hi, how you doing, Kick? Shout out to Kick. I see you. I see a lot of things have changed. Good lord, dude. While I have been gone, wow. When so for like the first 2 weeks that I was out, all I did was like just sleep, medication, being knocked out. So much has happened on the internet since I've been gone. So much has happened, bro. The last like 2 weeks that I've just been like able to actually take medication. I haven't really been able to like be like up for very long. Like I gotta take breaks, like I gotta lay down, or I gotta sit down, or I gotta do something. I was so lucky because I had previously purchased a ticket for Anime Expo. Shout out to Chaos. Chaos was actually he was able to, like, I was able to get a splint and a walking cane, and Chaos was with me the entire time and walked me around Anime Expo on painkillers. And then I was able to, I posted up a picture because I was able to check out the Wuthering Waves. Bro, it was the slow, I was like an old man walking around the exit. It was no, like, and I'm pretty sure I got to see freaking Mori Calliope because she was dressed as Spooderman. And I was like with a Mori. If you ever see this, I doubt it, but if you ever do, I was the freaking fat guy with the walking cane. all dressed in complete, like I had a Mori Calliope shirt and a Mori Calliope baseball tee and a Mori Calliope hat. Bro, I was all dead beaten out, bro. Anyway, and there was like a Spooder man with like a messed up like hair. I think that might have been a ponytail. Now that I think about it, but she had like they had like a messed up head, and they were like looking at me and Chaos like like looking at us like it was a weird Spooder man. And then later on, they were like she made an announcement that she was dressed up as Spooder man, and we kind of sat there like, there's no way, right? The Spooder man that was staring at us all weird. No way, right? Like, cause we both ended up walking away like, bro, like that Spooder man had a weird looking head. But then thinking about it now, like, oh, that could have been like a pony head, like a ponytail. Anyway, doesn't matter. Point being is, by the grace of the good Lord and the power of gooning and anime, chaos, a lot of chaos being very helpful, being very friendly. I had the pleasure of still somehow being able to get out there. Only for a few hours, and then immediately went back home and just downed a lot of painkillers because, good lord, wow, what a mistake that was. That was the stupidest decision I ever made in my life. But with a fractured spine. But I had a splint and I had a freaking walking cane, so I figured I had to go goon. I had to go goon for the anime babes. Uh, I've been sleeping a lot. After that, I completely dedicated myself to just resting. Because the sooner I get better and like 100%, the sooner I can go back to streaming and like actually making good content. And of course, now I got like no content whatsoever. So the decision was between like, should I stream for like in like whatever, like what, an hour, and then like get some content to put out, or just like not stream at all and just rest. And so I decided, just don't stream at all. If I don't put out videos on YouTube, that's just sort of what's gonna happen. I know the algorithm is gonna hate like the algorithm's gonna hate it, right? YouTube's gonna hate me for that. Like TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, like they're all gonna hate me for it. But it is what it is. What can you do? What can you do? And like it's kind of like the 2 or 3 days that I was at the hospital. Like, cause by the way, I had the seizure. I forgot to mention this earlier. I had the seizure on Sunday. I woke up in the hospital Tuesday. That's how scary that was. Like, that's how much I did not was not involved in that entire situation. Like, at a certain point, I remember asking my mom's like what day is it? She's like, it's Tuesday. I'm like, it's Tuesday. I'm like, I haven't said like I didn't say that. It wasn't until like Wednesday I think I put out a post. Damn, bro, that's scary. Nah, that still trips me out. That's still in the back of my head. That just sort of happened. You get me? That like, I would say I didn't participate in it, but it really happened to me. Is what it is. You get me? I don't know. That's scary. Is Chaos a relative of you? It's just a friend. A friend that I used to work with. Yeah, I was gonna say college, but no, I actually met him like at my first job immediately after college. So he's really really good friend. We've gone to Anime Expo a couple years together. And we totally wanted to go because we bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I literally told Chaos because Chaos was like, you don't gotta go, just stay home. Like everybody, my family, Chaos, everyone in everyone was very adamantly trying to keep me at home. But I told him, but I just bro, I spent $200 on that ticket. That is a 170 something plus tax ticket. I am not about to freaking. I don't care if I almost died. I'm not about to freaking miss out. I had to go for at least one day. Damn it! I gotta get my money's worth out of it, and I did. I got first hand picture of Camilla, red haired Camilla from freaking Wuwa. I'm so happy. I would have taken a picture with her, like next to her, as well as with other cosplayers, like I normally do every year. But I'll be completely honest. I didn't want to take a picture with a cause you could kind of tell I was wearing a vest with the splint for my back, and plus I had the walking cane. I didn't want to look like a patient. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to look like a patient in the picture. So I was like, I'm just not gonna take pictures with anybody this year. Okay, let's meh. Yeah. What day? What after a freaking A? At this point, it was like last month. The freaking A. It would have been what? I'm gonna get y'all the exact date. I gotta check Twitter at this point. I'm trying to like forget all of it, honestly. Whatever day I tweeted out that I was like not okay. Let me check. I can check Twitter real quick. It was the Sunday before that, because I was literally getting prepared to go to church. But by the way, I've been going crazy on Twitter. Let me switch over to the actual screen. By the way, we can actually get into reacting to videos. I know it's kind of weird. Like, what the frick? You really? You're gonna come back and immediately go back to reactions? Listen, this is how I cope with things in life. Like, even all my family too was just like what? Like, why are you not acting like this is like a bigger deal than it actually is? Because I kind of didn't really react too much to it. And I don't know if it was shock more than anything, but honestly, for me, my comfort zone is just to go back to doing exactly what I was doing before. You know what I mean? Like, I don't wanna change my life or change anything or like be stressed or like be concerned or be worried about stuff or like, you know, like I'd rather just go back to doing what exactly what I was doing yesterday, basically. Because to me, that's my comfort, you know, my comfort zone is like, it's going back to doing what I was doing before. It's like, yeah, I don't know, I like it. I like doing what I do. So it's just like, but that being said, I was able to like go crazy on Twitter. So I've been tweeting like crazy. First of all, bro, tell me why, oh, teaser! Depending, I was gonna check and see. I might actually try it out later on today. I'm gonna start using, instead of Luppet, I'm gonna start using VC Face. With a new chibi model. It's meant to look like this model, but more chibi, more like the way I've been saying I wanted to make it. So we're gonna see it. It's not perfect yet, but the burps are still present. Did I burp? When did I burp? I didn't even notice. But so hopefully, if everything goes well today and I last for a cool 2-3 hours, then I'll do a debut tomorrow with the new chibi model. Bro, tell me why Grok is so thick, though. Good lord. I had a whole ass conversation with Grok about how bad she is. I just had to mention that. I didn't know the AI would look like that. Welcome to the end of humanity. We're all gooners here. I've been going crazy, but, on Twitter is what I'm trying to say here. But, what the frick? That was before all this. You really got nothing else to do at the hospital. Or in bed. Bro, I heard about this! Dude, so much has happened. This is the only true happy ending, by the way. If anybody here watches Rent a Girlfriend, I do, I'm a big fan. This is the only true ending. This is the only real ending that should happen. If this is not the ending of the anime, of the manga, I'm burning every copy of Rent a Girlfriend I have. Like, it's garbage manga. Okay, it sure as hell not any of these. Bro, when the frick did I... I'm glad none of those were like my final tweets, by the way. It would just suck if I died and that was like the last thing I freaking tweeted. Was me gooning over a random Brazilian chick, by the way. While I'm at the hospital. That was, if you imagine if that was like the last tweet. Alright, anyway. Okay, I'd gotten home already by this point. Yeah, no, I literally need my laptop to make shorts, so I think this is literally it. Okay, June 26th, that means... Yeah, I seizured out on the 22nd. June 22nd. And then I woke up in the hospital on, like, the 24th, basically. Like, at 24th, like, at midnight, effectively. Like, at 11 or whatever the frick time. And then I think Wednesday is when I officially, like, was up and at him, and even the doctors were like, is he, like, talking? Is he like actually speaking like full sentences? And they were like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then so that was like the first day that I was awake. And then that's when chaos was like, yo, I'm getting blown up. Like people were messaging me like, should I say something? And I was like, I will put out a tweet. I'm sorry, like I didn't mean. Like even chaos had no idea what was going on. Like they were messaging me too. Like what's like, because if even if I don't stream, there has to be like a video, a tweet, something. Yeah, seriously, here rests Oz, the anime lover who thought he was a monkey. What a epitaph. I legit, dude. No, honestly, you know what's one thing that I do gotta like really appreciate is the fact like I have this little like what is it called the Mr. Coffee, which is like this is my little sushi plate. Shout out to my cousin. I was about to say his name, but I don't want to dox him like that. There's a little sushi plate he gave me. He also gave me a little like soy plate too to go with it. I can like I don't make sushi myself, but I can like buy sushi at the grocery store and then put it on here and pretend like I'm fancy. But like it really like it made like what are these moments where when you finally get home after experiencing that, where I started to be like, yo, I gotta start using this stuff. Like I purchased this thing to warm my coffee cup, my coffee mug, and it's like I never freaking used the damn thing ever, like ever. And it's just like why the hell did I buy this? Like I got so now I've legit like started throwing away so much stuff. I've started like cleaning so much just so I can like use everything in my life because I'm like I bought all these things. Why the hell am I not using them? So like one of those weird things that you start to like you get to I had like a little ocarina, you know what I mean? Anyway, like one of those things where you start to really like appreciate the things you have in life because you're just like, bro, I almost freaking like I almost passed away and I never freaking once used this stupid coffee warmer. So now I've used it once by the way since then, but I'm gonna use it again when I make tea later on today. I promise y'all. This is since we're already on here anyways, I didn't expect this to turn into a Twitter just chatting, but basically, this is absolutely my. In case anybody, if any ladies out there are wondering what my type is, I mean, whatever you call this, there you go. If you look like that, you have a chance. You definitely have a chance. In fact, I'm begging you. Anyways, let's move on. Let's get back to it. Come here, this is mine. If y'all ever see this picture on the internet anywhere as a meme or just put out there, I took this picture. This is my picture. I'm gonna crop this so I have just the face too. I'm gonna be using this for everything. I'm gonna be posting this everywhere. Anytime somebody asks me a stupid question or like sends me like a hate message or a hate post, I'm just gonna send them this Camilla image. That's the only response you gonna get. I heard rumors that eventually YouTube is gonna like start letting me respond with like images, like gifs or images. Well, please do that. Cause you can do like this, right? YouTube, like especially for like when you're like live streaming and stuff, or like at least for like posts, like what you could do like how like when you wanna like do like a post or something, you could like use this like gifs. Like oh look like Twitter like Twitter has its own like oh it has its it has its own like list. Hey, thank you for the follow. I'm gonna make sure I gotta change that GIF on that one. I want to put the Ludwig. Let's up those numbers. That freaking A. I gotta talk about that too. I think I have a video on that. Anyway, they should do something like this on YouTube where I can like in the comment section, like and the actual comment section, like on a video, like whichever freaking video, pick a video, whatever the freaking Damn, I really don't advertise my videos, do I? Like I think it would be sick. Why don't I like my own content? Well, I think it'd be sick if I could like put a like instead of a stupid emote, like let me put a GIF, a GIF, whatever you call it. Like do that. Hey, hello, David. 45647. welcome. Welcome to the tree. Well, I gotta figure out my whole like intro. Welcome to the barrel, bro. We're all a barrel of monkey. We're a barrel of monkeys here. Welcome to the barrel. There you go. That's how I'm gonna introduce you now. That's our community. We're all monos and monas. All of the fan base, my fan base is monos and monas, which just means monkeys and monkey s's, lady monkeys, in Spanish. Okay, and if you become a subscriber or a follower or whatever, you've joined the barrel. Welcome to the barrel. Welcome to the barrel. We're all monkeys here. We're all bananas here. Oh, let's go! That's such a good thing. Oh, look at this new banner I made. Isn't it such a cool banner? I used the exact colors of the banana fudge popsicle. Wrote this one. Like I actually used the images like from the actual one. Bro, I freaking love these. These are freaking great. They're delicious. Anyway, point being is that I actually use that to make this. So that's my new logo. I was gonna do this for like the offline, like whenever I'm like not on stream, not live, but I want to make like I want to make like a what is it, like a sexy like offline thing. I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be great. Oh no, it's all cool. I do all my own stuff on V-Roy Studio. So I'm gonna do it with plus I got a new outfit that I'm about to debut tomorrow, potentially for myself and for Bon and Nana. Actually, I gave Nana, for those of you who know, I'm giving Nana the old hoodie that I used to wear. I say the old hoodie that I used to wear. This hoodie, the one I'm currently wearing right now. I haven't freaking debuted yet. This hoodie that I'm wearing now, I'm giving it to Bon, and so she's gonna have that with like but yellow. And then Nana, I just completely took off the hoodie because honestly, she looks better without the hoodie at all. Like she looks cooler. But I'm hoping to get her like something new in the future, so I might like go shopping on Vroid Hub, V Hub, V whatever the frick, and then I'm gonna actually be switching with the new chibi. It's gonna be a new chibi model, but I'm gonna be switching over to my old hoodie, so that's gonna be dope. Who's who? Oh, so Bon is a yellow haired freaking ain't. Hold on, and now I gotta find. Yeah, this is exactly why I'm gonna do this. By the way, so that anytime I'm offline, you guys can like get lore and like actually know that. So it'll be like a big old like sexy pose of like Bon on one side and then Nana on the other side, and then it'll do the whole like Bon and Nana, Banana. Hey, it'll be cool. Anyway, oh my goodness, I freaking love Celia Pup. I think she's so amazing. Go check her out, by the way. She's like the most adorable. She has like the cutest freaking. I'm sorry, I know we're not here to react to her. Like, she has like the freaking cutest shorts ever. I freaking love her.
Go to the store and buy some more nuggets that are shaped like dinosaurs. You will never be too old for nuggets that are shaped like dinosaurs. Bake, dino chicken nuggets, bake.
I actually cracked my back doing that. I can't be doing that too often. Ow. That actually hurt. Anyway, that being said. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that change. But so I got distracted by the puppy. What's going on? Bon and Nana. The yellow haired one is Bon. The brown haired one is Nana. I freaking, and of course we do this right when I freaking remove all of my you freaking ask as soon as I remove all of my freaking like previous thumbnails. They were on the banners, Master Sam. Why didn't you ask me earlier? When I actually had them on the banner. Hold on, let me look up a thumbnail. Alright. I just realized this is like really the only way y'all really see the thumbnails. I gotta like make my freaking characters a little bit larger. Which is why I made the Pygmy one too, so I can like zoom in more. Anyway, point being, the yellow haired one is Bon, and the other one's Nana. What if I Google? Hold on. I've never done this. He says, watch it be in my recent searches. Watch. okay. Oh, thank God. Alright, that would have been embarrassing. See, it's not in my search history. Oh, damn, that's kind of freaking... That's even more embarrassing, to be fair. Can I get, like, thumbnails? Oh, come on, Google. Why are you doing this to me? Damn, you said you're not at 1,000 subscribers yet. That means you don't matter. You ain't no Kai Cenat. Oh, what if I do that? What if I do this? Not even that! Oh, come on! Man, screw you so hard. Well, at least my videos show up, right? But still. Alright, how about this? How about on Twitter? I know for a fact I freaking had to post up a thumbnail. At some point, right? Don't ignore all the gooning. Ignore all the gooning image in Twitter stuff. That's not important. Don't look at that. Or do look at it. I mean, if you want to. Okay, this works. This works. Really? That's the most you could freaking... See, this is why I'm getting rid of Opera. I'm gonna be real. What was it? It was like control something. Control, was it Alt? No, control. So control zoom in. Okay. Maybe you're not so stupid. Maybe you're not so stupid. Maybe I just gotta learn how to use Opera. Okay. Alright, that's Bon. Yellow hair is Bon. And Nana is this one. So she's the tsundere. And she's like the psycho. She's the shy psycho. And she'll kill you. Anyway, so there'll be a whole lore and everything. Like eventually, we'll do like a whole lore and animation and everything. But for now, you know that this is just what it is. And I think I've said the lore kind of already in the past. But since we don't have an actual animation, you know, what else can I do? But basically, the whole point is that they try to summon Xichipili, the Aztec god, and accidentally summon me instead because I am Ozomatli, the companion spirit of fire, fun, and games. Okay, a far superior god, but whatever. Oh, it's Bon. It's Bon, not Bar. Bon is spelled B-A-H-N, by the way. That way it actually makes sense with the Bon and Nana thing. Because it's supposed to be Bon, Nana, and Oz. Bananas. Whatever. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, it's supposed to be a cool little funny thing, but freaking, eventually. And that's, but I'm gonna make it so it'll be like Bon, Nana, and then it'll say offline, but I wanted to make it sexy. Alright, we'll finally actually move on. Ayoo, Monodachis! Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also find links to the videos that we reacted to today down in the description below, along with my Oshi marks. I'll see you in the next video, Monos. Goodbye, and thank you so much for swinging by. Saru!